The journal says this chasm is called Shinji's Truth. Last time, we never made it across.
I can't see the bottom. Is there a bottom?
Throw yourself in. You'll see how long before we hear the splash.
Gwen, walk softly. Look for hidden doors or switches. Elsa, you're with me. I need your help to walk Maluk's path.
And what of your approach?
Watching my back, should anyone try to stab it. Let's go. Forgive me, my old friends.
What did you say?
Nothing. Velsa, do you see that panel? Put your hand on it until I say otherwise.
For what reason?
When I set foot on Maluk's path, an aura of light will surround me. The darkness cannot harm us as long as you touch the panel.
So, what can harm you?
We could fall to our deaths, or the creatures within could devour us.
Well then, enjoy yourselves.
Velsa knows what to do, but we should speak before we cross. On the other side of Maluk's path is Tall Papa's Ewer, a very fancy name for a big vase. According to the journal, we'll need sacred ashes from inside the vase to reach the treasure vaults. So, this is it. We should get going. This is where they died. Edda, Dalder, and Nicholas. Swallowed by the darkness. I'm sorry, I can't talk about this. No use reliving the past, or regretting it. Here we go. Don't wander, or the darkness itself will flay you alive. We're still moving. Keep holding the panel.
Xandar is with me. I can feel it.
Ida? Dalder? What happened to their bodies? And where is Nicholas? I could hear their screams as I held the switch. I had to do something. I couldn't... This is a dead end. Let's turn back. I must... Not on my watch! Don't you dare release that panel! Stay there. I'm coming back for you. You're wounded. Be careful. On the other side... This is where they die. Here we go. Don't wander, or the darkness itself will flay you alive. We're still moving. Keep holding the panel. Ida? Dalder? What happened to their bodies? And where is Nicholas? I could hear their screams as I held the switch. I had to do something. I couldn't... This is a dead end. Let's turn back. There must be another way we missed. There's no end to the darkness.
Zira, my arm's getting tired.
Don't you dare release that panel! Don't antagonize it. We made it. That must be the vase. Sorry. Tall Papa's you. Wait. That lamp belonged to Nicholas. I watched it go out. I heard him die. Falura must have come here to investigate. She could have picked it up and brought it here. Nicholas couldn't have survived. Could he? That lamp definitely belonged. I procured it for him. I saw him drop the lamp. It hit the path and went out. Then all I remember is darkness and pain. I just grab the ashes so we can leave. I don't want to spend any more time in this place. Bring the ashes. We should return to Quen and walk softly. Be careful with those. Be careful with. Velsa, you could let go of the panel. What?
I know how they died. How you killed them.
That's low, Velsa. Even for you.
Always had to be the hero. Be the Guildmaster's darling.
You're cracked. I didn't need anyone's approval.
You held the panel. From here you saw the creatures closing in. You thought you could save them. Only you! So you released the panel, grabbed your weapon, rushed out to meet them.
I could have saved them.
Because in your head, you are the hero. But the light faded. The darkness rushed in and ate them alive!
I tried to reach them.
And the darkness tried to eat you alive, so you had to recover from your wounds. That's why you didn't return to Abba's landing. At least not soon enough.
I crawled from the tomb. The darkness. You can't imagine the pain.
You were the only one who could have warned the Guild. Who could tell them the Iron Wheel was coming.
Velsa, stop.
Zira, you were never the hero. You were always a thief.
Damn.
Now, you're just a shadow.
Quen, it's a bad idea.
Words escape me.
Someone tell me what I'm seeing.
We heard strange noises in the chasm. Stone grinding against stone. Quen, well,
I found this invisible bridge.
So you followed my advice and blew yourself into the chasm.
The ashes. Spread them on the bridge to see where it leads. And Quen, get back from there. Clear the way. We'll be right behind you. The door to the treasure vaults, just through this crypt. We
Do
made
all
it.
crypts come with whatever that is?
Every tomb needs a guardian. And old Yokuden saying, wasn't it?
Your introduction is formless and without grace. Recite Denobia's maxim.
that's alarming.
Belsa, Quen, walk softly. Stay back. If it's hostile, we'll handle it.
Recite Denobia's maxim, or you shall be deemed trespassers.
It must be some kind of passphrase. If you have any ideas, now's the time to call them out.
You can't seriously expect us to.
Falora!
Yakuda!
Passphrase!
Gaiden Shinji!
Idiots.
Velsa, you aren't even trying.
Trespasser! Denobia's justice falls upon you!
That didn't go as planned.
You're right. I honestly thought it would kill us all.
Come on, let's see what's in the treasure vaults.
Let me see that. Nicholas used half maps like this. Thin overlays placed atop existing maps. You line them up with common points of reference.
That page, is it from the journal Nicholas kept? Tuwaka watches over you. The passphrase for the Crypt Guardian? I nearly had it.
What's wrong with that skeleton? Missing its head. It looks like it was hacked off. Must have been done by whoever stole the dowry. But why desecrate a skeleton?
Nicholas survived somehow. He came here and took Magnifica Felora's dowry for himself. I don't want to believe it, but that's how it seems. Unless I'm missing something. Am I missing something? This is his handwriting. But it could have been taken from his journal by someone else. The skeleton must be Denobia herself. This is her tomb, after all. I don't see what it has to do with Nicholas, missing skull or not. 3 points on this sheet. Nicholas always used Abaz Landing and Noshira Citadel as a reference. If I line up those 2 points... Well now, the 3rd point is in Hughes Bane, out in the middle of nowhere. Trash he left behind? 3 dots on a page are meaningless unless you know the trick. The only people who did were dead on Maluk's path. Head to Hugh's Bane. If Nicholas does have a hideout in the desert, it's time we crack it open. Signed by Kosh? What are those doing here? Look, closely. There's a hollow crystal with... Is that blood inside? Whose blood? Ancient Yakutan coins, stamped with the likeness of Denobia. Those must be from the dowry. Nicholas had a disguise kit just like this one. In fact, this is his disguise kit. I know how Nicholas survived Maluk's path. The crystal must contain Aldenobia blood. Maluk's path would ignore you if you held it. You'd need a lamp to find your way through the darkness so you could grab a handful of ashes. From there, all you'd need is the Crypt Guardian's passphrase. I've seen enough. Nicholas faked his death and stole the dowry. Now he's working with that merchant lord, Kosh. To think I mourned that bastard. Nicholas would have kept such a thing from the guild. The less they know, the less trouble they'll cause. But I'm going to tell the Thieves' Guild. I want them to cause a world of trouble, and I want to lay it all on his doorstep. I'll meet you at the den.
You know it.
So much wealth, but everyone here is so poor in spirit.
I told the guild about Nicholas betraying us. Walk softly took it in stride. Quen gave me a hug, and Elsa walked off without a word. All in all, better than expected. The Iron Wheel is a hurricane that blew into port and smashed everything in its path. Nicholas and Kosh are the ones who set it in motion. Now, we learn what they hold most dear. Then, we take it from them. Nicholas taught me how to be a thief. I knew him for over a decade. Trusted him. Not much else to say, is there? What about? Velsa was right, and I don't say that lightly. I am responsible. Edda and Dalder died because of my mistake. Nicholas. I can only pray his death is far worse than what happened to the others. No. He seemed a bit distant before we first went to Aldenobia Tomb, but it was also the biggest heist we'd ever pulled off. Nothing prepared me for this.
No charge to have a look.
There! You hear about the wedding? Magnifica Falora, the one with the missing dowry. Kosh found it, returned it, and now she's agreed to marry him for the future of Tanith for some drivel. Last I saw Zira,
Well,
she
damn.
was pacing about.
I
in
think
the
that was
den,
the shit we were supposed to
going put
steal.
a burrow in the floor if she isn't careful. You sound like Thrag, going on about the whims of nobles. Go ahead, ask him and feel your head start to spin. My head's spinning right now, in different reasons.
Buy locally, walkers. My where?
I doubt it'd be a game of the, because it's a that's like Call of Duty getting game of the year, you know what I mean? Now it definitely need to be a nominee for like best, like, what's the word, multiplayer, yeah, like off top.
No charge to have a look.
There you are. You heard about the wedding? This is our chance to repay Nicholas for selling out the Thieves Guild.
Cause think about it, has Overwatch ever got game of the year?
Nicholas must have planned all
Think
this.
about it.
Stealing the dowry, using it
This
as
thing
leverage
got
on
esports
Valora.
of the
Now
year.
she's bound to marry Kosh, his
Tell you
puppet.
shit, I think it got like a
So we're going
multiplayer
to
when it
crash
first
the
dropped and
wedding.
shit.
If Magnifica Falora learns exactly who she's about to marry, she'll turn the iron wheel on Kosh. And if we threaten Kosh's future, Nicholas will scuttle into the open. I look forward to stepping on him. Silverclaw said he'd help with invitations. Meet him at his shop, down by the harbor. I haven't decided. But whatever happens, you deserve to be there.
Hell nah, Assassin's Creed is not about to give no fucking GTA 6 a run for his money. You know, it's like
What do you suppose
Assassin's
they do for
Creed
fun around
Shadows really
here?
have to prove me wrong. Cause Mirage disappointed me on some shit.
You should avoid a lot.
King Camoran Eridan knows his place. He made no attempt to use the orrery for himself.
I mean, ain't nobody really announced shit yet. Cause everybody really waiting to see when GTA 6 gonna drop. So they know when to drop their shit. I don't think Fable gonna make it.
To royalty.
What is it?
I can supply you with magical supplies, if you're in the market, and discreet.
What do you want? Good, you're here! The old book we found at Sulima Mansion was the key to my father's cipher. His ledger revealed directions to his greatest treasure. It won't bring him back, but if we find it, Abar's Landing will no longer have a hold on me.
Yeah, if they can pull that off, it'll be straight. Did they say it was coming out this year?
I've enjoyed my time with the Thieves Guild, even Velsa. And Lady Sulima is a stepmother I never knew. I wouldn't have figured out the cipher without her help. We deciphered the ledger together. I'd call out a number, she'd find the letter in the book. It was fun. She's so lonely, cooped up in her mansion. She only has mercenaries to keep her company. I know exactly where it is. Here, I'll mark your map. We've been in this together since all this madness began. I can't imagine recovering my inheritance without you at my side. Meet you there when you're ready, partner.
You think I don't see you, sneak thief?
I can't imagine why you did that. Makes no sense.
Stop. Let's finish this ugly business, then get a drink. Pleasure doing business with you.
Oh shit. I just thought about it. I still need to go switch out my shit.
Do you think there's a sweet shop around here? Let's take a look.
Akatosh on high, first of the 8, provides wisdom. He blesses the crown of King Casimir and lends his symbol to the Daggerfall crest.
The temple to the divines here in town is so beautiful. Stendarr's grace has been with these people since... well, since they were a fishing hamlet fending off pirates. I read about it in a book. Don't judge me.
Wait, did you hear that? I recognize them from Sulima Mansion. Why are they digging? Those were Lady Sulima's mercenaries. What were they doing here?
Gwen, you weren't supposed to be here.
Lady Sulima? Wait! Get back here!
Please, I never meant to harm anyone. The mercenaries who protect my home, they overheard Gwen and I speak of treasure. I promised them a share, and the rest I plan to give to Gwen. You must believe me. It was the only way to provide their salary. The Iron Wheel never set foot in my home, yet everything of value has gone to keeping them at bay. None of my fortune remains. It is no excuse. I told myself, Seraldo would want you to have a small portion of his treasure, but he already gave me years of his life that he could not provide to Gwen. I was foolish. Please, forgive me.
Living with fear, you lie, you steal. You worry if the ones you love can accept what you've become. Of course I forgive you, Lady Sulima.
Oh, my dear child. I don't deserve your forgiveness.
Hush
When I
now.
was a kid,
I'll
on
bring you
cold
to a
nights,
place
I
where
used
you'll
to
be
curl
safe.
up by the fire
It's
in the
where I
castle
live,
Neveer main
and
hall.
where you will too.
I'd sit there with a book and fall asleep over the pages. Simpler times, eh?
My father died to protect Lady Sulima from the Iron Wheel. If it was his last wish, I'll give her my bunk. Honestly, I prefer hammocks. Lady Sulima won't have the luxuries of her manor, but she'll be safe in the den, as my father would have wanted. I'm glad you're part of this. The choice wasn't easy, but it feels like we made the right one. I don't know. Perhaps I'll open the strongbox at my rooftop retreat.
Here we go.
You're always striving to learn something new. One of my favorite things about riding with you. Here we go. If you see a pawn shop, give a shout. I want to get a gift for Aurelia.
So hungry.
Can I help you with something, Walker?
I thought I locked that door.
Oh, hello. Zira sent word I should expect you. Every important merchant in Abba's landing received a wedding invitation. Every single one. But not Silverclaw. Lord Wallavier, for one. That paranoid cheat lounges about the market as though he owns every tile on the walls. Or that lush Lady Balina. She won't even attend. Just use it as an excuse to buy another dress from Perseus Locke. She's sweet on him, you know. I disliked him equally. Lord Wallavier would keep it in his pocket. Good, good. When you do, meet me at your thieves' den. I may have experience in duplicating officials.
How can we expect a decent forgery? I can barely read your writing.
That is intentional. I write defensively. Keeps crying out from the cipher.
I knew we never should have trusted Baron Montclair. Thanks for saving the city.
Well?
A toast!
Away with you. I have cloth of gold to peruse. Away with you. I have...
I don't forget.
Help! I've been pickpocketed! Someone stop that criminal!
Stop there! Look, I'm not a fool. Thank the divines. You paid.
Just in time. My glass is empty.
I will report you to the guard if I have to. What is it?
Again? I can't believe it.
You've caught me at a very busy time.
What is this? Get a job, you brigand!
Unfortunately, I must report you, lawbreaker. Have pity.
Let's play a little game. I catch you. All right. But what will you do for me, sweet thing?
Nothing good comes from places like this.
Care to earn a little extra coin on the side? It's for a good cause. I don't believe I've had the pleasure. Spencer Rye, at your... Rye's Reacquisitions. I track down items that have gone missing. As you might expect,
Always. An old sailor is mourning the loss of his favorite wooden pipe during a scuffle. Just bring it back to me. I'll handle the delivery.
There's blood in this purse. We work in a cistern. How much is it to ask to keep things clean? Wish everybody was making the same effort. Let's see what you got.
Violet. This one does not like to cook. No questions.
Velsa, for the third time, I hear your concerns.
And ignore them at your peril.
Well, I'm in. A wedding at Ubalajad Palace? Just imagine the spread.
Did you get the invitation? Whose did you acquire? No, don't tell me. I want to see it with my own eyes. Let me see here. And guest! Oh, this is good. The invitation allows for a single companion. Once you select your guest, you should visit the Diamond Thimble. If you aren't clothed in one of Perseus Locke's outfits, you'll stand out like a sore claw. You don't have to dress up. You get to dress up. But your companion will need to acquire an outfit as well, so go. The invitation will be ready in no time at all.
Yes? Why are you looking at me like that? You can't be serious.
So, who are you going to bring with you to the palace? I hope you say Velsa. I'd love to see her bedecked in finery. You what?
I mean, she kinda is.
Thank you for not making this strange. All right, partner. You have a date.
I'm not entirely proud of my...
pleasure, Lady Bellina. I
What is it?
always enjoy dressing you up.
Then you should come by my mansion later.
My unlikely savior returns. Zira sent word of your stylistic needs. Well, any of the selections you see here should fit. I have an eye for these things. Please note, the outfit shall be on loan. Oh, that's like asking a parent to pick their favorite child. Each is special in its own way. Delicate fabrics and go with what speaks to you. The first choice is always the best one. Not after the merchant lords caught wind. It's good to be the preeminent tailor of Abba's Landing. Chief Inspector Ron Beek himself sent a personal apology. Something about excess zeal on the part of his underling. Oh, that horrid place of darkness. Magnifica Flora tried to lead me through, but I panicked and fled. It was sheer luck that I didn't fall to my death. And if she hadn't given me that trinket, we wouldn't be speaking today. Yes, it had a crystal holding a small amount of her blood. I mentioned it to your old guildmaster when he asked about the particulars of Aldenobia tomb. It's strange. I seem to have misplaced it. Not after the merchant lords caught wind. It's good to... Remarkable. As though the outfit chose you.
Hard to miss you in that. My. You don't exactly clean up, but you look absolutely roguish. I'll need my own outfit for the wedding. Something with a covered face. Not exactly. If Nicholas is working with Kosh, he may have given my description to the guards. I'll need your help to get inside. When you gain entrance to the palace, distract whoever watches the gates from within. I'll do the rest. Good. Here's the wedding invitation, straight from the desk of Silverclaw. After you meet your date at Hubalajad Palace, present this to the gateman. I'll watch for your distraction.
You look amazing. I haven't dressed up like this since my academy. I know, it's terrible. Nothing like I used to wear at home. It's nice of you to say so, but we both know this suits me as well as a ticket for a month-long sea voyage.
Look at you. Such impeccable fashion belongs on the other side of this gate. Though I am a fool to request it, might I have your invitation? Yes. Everything in order as expected. Refreshments shall be served until the wedding begins. And might I compliment your impeccable timing? We were just about to lock the gates. Don't want any riffraff finding their way inside. A wise suggestion of Chief Inspector Ron Beek. He's to officiate the ceremony, did you know? But of course you did. Please, come in. Tonight your safety is guaranteed by the Iron Wheel and House Guards alike.
Alright, let's turn up.
It's a bit much in here. Whoever built this palace was trying too hard. Do you think the doorman could be convinced? If not, a distraction of some kind could pull him away from the door. Whatever you decide, I'll back your play.
You brought that mutt of yours? After the scene she made at the last wedding?
Doshka is no mutt. She simply has a nose for the finest meats. And this time, I'm keeping her far away from the food. She will be on her best behavior.
If we aren't thinking the same thing, neither of us deserves to be in the Thieves' Guild. Come on, let's find some food for Doshka.
A toast to drinking.
Bottoms up. I said the food is not ready. Now go before I beat you with a spoon.
I just wanted some chicken.
That smells delicious. Let's see if the dog agrees. She smells you. Head to the food tables.
Get off the table! Someone take the dog away before this one turns it into soup.
Perfect timing. I can't exactly climb the palace walls in this outfit. Before the wedding, the groom should be presented to his guests, an old Tanith tradition. Wherever Kosh is, Nicholas won't be far behind. We'll need to keep an eye on him, avoid drawing attention to ourselves. What can I say? Your own choice inspired me. People seem to be gathering closer to the palace. Let's join them, shall we? This is a nice change of scenery from the den. First time I've been inside the Balajad Palace. This place is a bit of a fortress.
They should really make
That's something Velsa would say.
Everyone, I require your attention.
This is it. Stay close. Let's see if Nicholas makes an appearance.
It is an honor and privilege to introduce our host for the evening. May I present the impending husband of Magnifica Flora, Lord Kosh.
Welcome to my home. I must thank all of you for joining me on this momentous occasion.
That's Nicholas.
Please, eat and drink your fill. Soon, I shall speak to you not as a humble merchant, but as a noble of Tanith.
Nicholas is Kosh?
So that's Nicholas? His voice is oilier than his hair.
Damn it. I should have put it together. Nicholas played us. He played everyone. There was never any Kosh to begin with. I don't know how Nicholas reinvented himself as a reclusive merchant lord, but he managed to do so. He could have been planning this for years. Bastard. We need to stop the wedding. Actually, we need Flora to do so. I think this can still work. Let's split up, learn where she is and how we can reach her. I need to come up with a very convincing argument.
I wish I could pull that off. Too many jangling bits. The moment I climbed a wall, I'd be my own alarm bell. A lot of servers coming from the palace kitchens. Maybe they have a key.
Why do I keep losing things?
There's gristle in the camel milk, she says. Of course there's gristle. Who wants milk you can't chew? No job is worth this. The resplendent Magnifica Flora shan't require your attendance. Bah! Magnifica Flora's handmaid. Everything about her smells like roses, if you get me. Fusses over the bride like a doting aunt. She says the milk's from Magnifica Flora, but I know she drinks it herself. Some wine mixed in could loosen her up and cover up my spittle. She's not my patron. If you help me, I'll tell you whatever you want. The Somerset Hills 572 is subtle enough, but there's a group of fops who always hoard the bottles. Take one when they're distracted, or they're sure to cause a scene, which neither of us wants.
You know what's best with a good red? Have you met my cousin, Magnifica Flora? Said not to embarrass her in this little backwater of a town. Very well, I told her. I'll keep my mouth shut by filling it with wine. Did I mention she's my cousin? I don't recall. If you hope to talk her out of this folly, the ain't no I've tried. She's usually much better at fending off grasping cretins such as this Kosh fellow. Hello. Your outfit contains a bit of silver weave, just like mine. Modesty is for the poor. If you were to continue my argument with my cousin, perhaps you could overwhelm her with reason. Say, what's your favorite drink? I can tell you prefer quality spirits, as I do. Then my palate is decidedly more refined than yours. The failing is mine. I mistook you for a far more interesting person. Excuse me, Excuse me.
Drake, come on. Don't be like this.
Ah, the hero of Copeland Village. Very impressive.
Get me that bottle, and I'll tell you whatever you care to know about. Wonderful. Magnifica Flora's handmaid shall soon have her own bowl of milk wine, entirely free of gristle. Master Kosh installed her in his own bedchamber. It's upstairs, you can't miss it. Don't let the Iron Wheel see you. They're all through the palace like beetles on honey cake.
The palace is crawling with Iron Wheel. Lead the way. We'll follow from the shadows.
You need to go. Now.
To oblivion with this! I'm calling the guard.
Who are you? How did you get in here? Magnifica Flora, we came to warn you. Kosh is not the man he seems.
He's a merchant lord of Abba's Landing. That's one step above the scum they scrape from ship hulls. Is there any other grand revelation before I call the guards?
If you can barely stand him, then what does it hurt to hear us out? Go on, partner. Tell her.
People say this is not how I imagined my wedding to be. They tell amusing stories of what went wrong, trying to outdo each other's tales. Calling the guards on wedding crashers isn't one I've heard. Why shouldn't it be the story I tell?
Yeah?
The Thieves Guild stole my dowry.
My nigga a necromancer, I just use weapons.
Tennis. But far worse, they desecrated the remains of my ancestor Denobia. When they couldn't remove the jeweled crown from her head, they separated it from her body. The merchant lords of Abba's Landing are exceptionally crooked. They buy from pirates who raid Teneth waters and bandits who raid Teneth roads. But plundering Kosh, head of the Thieves Guild? You say he betrayed his own people to steal a dowry for some mad plot to marry a noble of Teneth? If you are bards sent by my cousin, your imaginations are sorely lacking. Why not say Kosh rode a dragon? With what time? My escort arrives soon to begin the wedding. I have accepted my fate, as you must accept yours. Unless you can produce the skull of Denobia herself, you can tell your fanciful stories to the Iron Wheel.
Really, nigga? If I say, nigga, I done been in... Yeah, like...
I have indulged this madness for long enough.
Magnifica Flora is indisposed. She'll be ready in just a moment.
Do you intend to keep me here? Look around. There's nowhere to go.
From what I've heard of Nicholas, he'd never let himself be cornered. We should look for hidden passages.
There must be a pattern. Try another combination.
The Masked Mallet, I appreciate the follow. I hope you're doing good.
There must be a pattern. Try another combination.
Did that cabinet just click?
Well, well. A portion of the dowry Nicholas decided not... And this must be Denobia's crown. Nicholas. You've doomed yourself. I knew Nicholas kept trophies from his heists. I used to smooth it over with the guild. One of his eccentricities, I'd say. Becoming Kosh hasn't altered his compulsion. He desecrated Denobia's remains, cut off her head. Now, we return the favor. I'll show Felora what Nicholas really is. She wants Denobia's crown as proof. I'll give it to her, along with her ancestor's skull. Once I have her attention, she'll listen. Find your way to the wedding crowd. Once Nicholas is revealed as a fraud, escort your date from the palace. I'll see you at the den soon enough. You're in charge until my return.
Oh,
Magnifica Felora, there's something you need to see.
I've had enough of the Iron Wheel.
There's Nicholas. But
Get
I
yourself
don't
a drink,
see Zero.
and one for me.
Today, Lord
to crash
Kosh of
the wedding.
Abba's Landing joins with Magnifica Felora, the Jewel of Tanith. It is my honor, as a duly appointed officer of the Iron Wheel, to officiate their union.
Stop! There is no honor
What
in
is
this
this?
union.
Guards!
Zira, you're alive? That is... What is the meaning of this?
More importantly, why do you have the desecrated remains of my ancestor?
The Iron Wheel is approaching. We have to leave now.
There must be some mistake.
Chief Inspector Ronbeek, take everyone into custody. I want this mess sorted.
No! It's too late for Zira. We need to go now.
Iron Wheel! Secure all exits! None shall leave the palace grounds! Question everyone here! Be thorough!
My darling, I've been afraid. I implore you to reconsider.
Give it a rest, Nicholas. Whining doesn't suit you.
Quiet,
To battle!
Hold, criminal! Lawbreaker. Good. Now go.
Ready to help me with that personal matter? This is the family mansion of my old friend Anais Velmont. Just as big and opulent as the last time I was here. I understand that since Anais has returned, she's been making inquiries about me. It's clear that her memories of our time together won't let her put the past behind her. We need to steal those memories, preferably without getting caught. The past can be a vice that holds us back. I've seen it. I want to teach Anais to let go of her memories, forget about me, and get on with her life. After we steal the items that once belonged to me, by the way, she'll stop looking for me. Keepsakes, jewelry that Anais had made from my hatching shell and scales I lost during molting. You know, now that I say the words out loud, it sounds kind of strange for someone to have kept my The Velmont Mansion is a large place. Why don't you check the kitchens and courtyard while I search the family suites? Meet me there when you're done, and we'll get out of here together. Like shadows, my friend. It feels odd being back here. Let's not linger. Let's find those keepsakes and get out of here before someone notices us. Quickly now, search the courtyard and kitchens. Then meet me in the family wing of the mansion.
You must like being in trouble, or you'd be gone.
You're in trouble now. Should have left while you had the chance.
Seems silly to gain a doctor, but you will.
My amulet's in there. Would you mind getting it? There's a young Argonian in there. He unsettles me.
Oh no. My lady will be furious when she sees these spots.
Not much longer now.
There's one more thing before we go. Anais and I used to sit on the balcony and watch the sun set. I'd like to see it one more time before we put this memory behind us.
This is all I ever do.
Just the way I remember it. So beautiful. Anais and I would sneak out here and watch the sunset. It was the best of times.
And yet you ran away. You betrayed me and left me all alone. Is that how a beloved pet is supposed to behave?
Anais, I didn't... You weren't supposed to be here.
You were my friend. We were going to do so many things together. And then you ran away like a thief in the night. And that's how you come back to me? Stealing my possessions?
I'm pretty sure Sentry getting nerfed.
You.
Adam Warlock
Just as bad as
definitely.
Fox.
Oh
what
yeah,
gives you the right
he
to
was,
break into my home and take my
I feel like
belongings?
they definitely gonna treat him
I should
like
call
they
for the
did
guard
Adam
and teach you
Warlock.
both a lesson. The Velmont family doesn't take kindly to thieves and traitors. Friends. Maybe when I was a child and didn't know any better. But that lizard is my pet. Nothing more. Father gave him to me when I was a young girl. How else am I supposed to treat a pet that ran away and misbehaves? I returned to take control of my family's holdings, clear up old business. He's still my property, and I want my property back. As for you, I'll let the authorities deal with you. I have no... Forget him. He's all I've thought about these past few years. How he abandoned me, rejected my love and friendship. No. If he wants to be treated like a bad lizard, then that's the way it's going to be.
You've changed, Anais. Either that or... I've been fooling myself this whole time. Goodbye, my old friend.
Goodbye? I don't think so. Even if you escape from the mansion, my agents will find you and bring you back to me. You're mine, now and forever. Guards! Take these intruders into custody!
I think it's time to leave, don't you? Quickly now! Meet me back at the den. We can talk there. Our meeting with Anais didn't go anything like I had imagined. She has changed. Or she was my friend. Once. I am almost certain of that. We were always together, laughing, playing, exploring the mansion. Perhaps when I was a slave? No, I don't think either of us knew what that meant. Not back then, when we were just children. I suppose deep down I knew it all along, when I ran away instead of going with Anais to Black Marsh. Of course, we took those memories away from Anais and recovered the keepsakes of my youth. Plus, we discovered how far my friend has fallen. I just need to figure out how to help her find the person she used to be. Now that she knows I'm around, I expect her to double her efforts and use every advantage her family's gold can buy. It's what I'd do. Thanks for it.
Awesome shit. Hey, you know funny shit, Fallout 4 do that shit too.
Your date made it
all the
right before
Fallouts
you.
do that now that I think
Inform
about
us
it.
of what happened at the wedding. Don't blame yourself. Zira told you to leave. Yes, Zira's capture was an unfortunate turn of events. But Nicholas is the Iron Wheel's prisoner as well. A small reason. Magnifica Falora has her dowry, and Nicholas is behind bars. The Iron Wheel won't be here much longer. We'll have a chance at freeing Zira in the chaos of their departure, whenever that is. But that's more your... Zira said you were in charge until she returned to the den. That makes you the acting guildmaster. Just so we're clear, an acting guildmaster has no real power. But it makes you sound important, so we may as well call you that. Also, you get the blame if anything goes wrong. You know how it is. For now, nothing. Until we learn where they've taken her, there is little we can do. But we will learn. I'm certain of that.
That could have gone better.
The Iron Wheel has Zira. Aren't we going to do something?
Not until we know where they have her. But we will, I promise you that.
Your hef had the feeling you'd stop by. Did you know Silver Claw was looking for you? Something urgent, he said. That oily fat cat tried to bribe me with a fine wine to keep an eye out for you. Of course I took his bribe. Why do you think we're talking? Sit down.
Silverclaw, stop pacing. You'll wear a rut in the floor.
It helps me think. Now, where is the Guildmaster? Or acting Guildmaster? Whatever you call it.
Just don't.
I have good news, my friend! Chief Inspector Runbeak and the Iron Wheel will soon depart Hughesbane. And the bad news, Zira will be sent to Tanith, where she will stand trial for raiding Aldenobia Tomb. Somewhere in Noshira Citadel, the Iron Wheel's preparations to depart causes much distraction. There is no better time to slip among their ranks. But I am not a part of your guild. You would know best what to do, of course.
We know where Zira is? Are we going to rescue her?
What do you mean, we? I'm retired.
Zira would do the same for any of us, even you, Velsa.
The least we can do is hear out our acting guildmaster. So, what is the plan?
I know that look. That's your tell Velsa to do something look. Why do none of you believe I'm retired? I could say it slowly. Retired. Did it stick? I only traveled to Aldenobia Tomb because I had history with the people who died there. But poking around the Iron Wheel's headquarters? Lunacy. I need a phenomenal reason to risk my life for Zira's. You've already proven you're tolerably competent. All right, I'm going to smash some stink apples at the front gate to draw the Iron Wheel there. The distraction will make it easier for you to get in elsewhere. What? You're temporary Zira. You think I ever let her tell me what to do?
I know it won't be easy to recover Zira, but I'm ready for this. Just lots of crumbling walls. I can scout the best approach, see if the Iron Wheel leaves anything less defended. They won't notice me. No one ever looks up. Let me see your map. This place, just outside Noshira Citadel? I'll meet you there when I've found a way inside.
If we're going to Noshira Citadel, I can help. The Iron Wheel can always spot imposters. It's not the uniform. It's the mannerisms and protocol they follow. It's all part of their training. They cycle their soldiers between locations every few months. Keeps them from forming attachments with the locals. They see new faces all the time, so they're trained to spot certain mannerisms. Ones I've learned to spot as well. And impersonate. I just need a uniform. They change those too. Small details here and there. We need one that can accommodate my tail. Oh, and bring the journal we used in Aldenobia Tomb. I have an idea, but until we know our entry point, I don't want to share.
Scouting successful. The Iron Wheel doesn't send patrols beyond the walls anymore. They're too busy preparing to leave. And there's some sort of commotion at the main gate. Seems they've pulled a few soldiers there to deal with it. A gap in the wall not far from here. There's a lone sentry. I'll head back to the walls.
Isabelle Valois, at your service.
Sentry. He keeps looking through the gate, rubbing his lips, waiting for one of his mates to come by with a drink. Let's relieve him of his thirst, then his uniform. We walk up. I present myself as a drunk, dapper Argonian. He challenges us, tells us to move along, then sees the bottle in my hand. I offer him a taste. He takes a long pull from one of Velsa's sleeping potions. We take his uniform. Try to look non-threatening, if at all possible. My good man! Is this the gate to Abbas Landing?
Halt! The Citadel is under jurisdiction of the Iron Wheel.
Never heard of that tavern? What do they sell?
You should move along. What, that bottle you have, what is that?
Delicious! Some wine from, Bergama! Why, you want some?
If you're offering, just a nip to get my blood pumping.
Tava's tail feathers, it's awful. Ugh. What is that taste?
Something to which I'm immune. But he's right, it does taste awful.
My distractions worked, as expected. I'll stick to the shadows for now.
At first I was just streaming out the PlayStation, then I got an actual, and then when I started like using stream elements and shit,
here we part ways.
I was on my PC
Once
and
I'm in
shit.
uniform, I'll
Like
see
I ain't
how
get a
well I
PC
blend
like till like 4 years ago.
If I may suggest a course of action, the journal you brought contains the entire dowry heist, as planned by Nicholas.
Shit.
I think we can use it to our advantage.
All I really needed was a camera. Shit. I was using like just straight headphones type shit for a minute.
Chief Inspector Ron Beek has an office in the ruins where he entertains guests. If you were to leave the journal for him to find, there is little chance Nicholas could weasel out of the trial he faces in Tanith. Oh, and you could find out where they're holding Zira. Good luck. Don't get caught. If you do, we'll have to spring 2 guildmasters. Shameful times for the Thieves' Guild. You go ahead. I'll abscond with our sentry friend's uniform. May need to trim it down. He was a rather brawny fellow.
I have no quarrel with you. My dowry is safely returned to Aldenobia tomb, as are the remains of my ancestor. Those responsible are in custody. Yet I am not entirely satisfied with the outcome. My former fiancé Kosh, that is Nicholas, has been very cooperative with the Iron. He claims he was duped, that stealing my dowry was Zira's plan all along. Zira's price to surrender was the safety of those she brought along to the wedding. You and your strange little friend. Almost honorable in her own way. Nicholas lies, I know that now. But Chief Inspector Ron Beek has no evidence to the contrary. The town criers in Tanith already proclaim her trial. Politics as they are, I cannot simply release her. But I can tell you where she is. And I can offer a lucrative proposal to your entire organization. To her directly. Good. Zira is held in the prisons beneath us, but you must hurry. Chief Inspector Ron Beek plans to move her. To where, I do not know. I'll escort you to the prison door. If you stay by my side, the Iron Wheel shall cause you no harm. Are you ready? Remember, don't leave my side or the Iron Wheel will think you're an intruder, which by all accounts you are. Almost there. Once you're inside the prison, you're on your own. You there! Unlock the door and allow my companion entry to the prison. Do not record this in the log.
As you command. You there, follow me. Iron aren't made for our golden.
Yeah, it's a main one, but it's been going for like 10 years.
Good sweat. You go after Zira. I'll wait for the others and escort them through.
Like I did the first main one. Then you gotta go through all the country, how it's going through all the countries and doing their missions and shit. That's kind of the missions, that's kind of the bigger mission type shit. Cause I don't want to go to no DLC places yet. Cause I was reading the shit and they were basically like, I kind of finally found the order you supposed to do all the shit in, basically. But I actually was childish and did the thieves. It's like, so once I finish the Thieves Guild shit, I gotta go back and finish the shit in the pack. I want to say it's either the Covenant or the pack. It's one of the niggas I gotta go help. Cause a lot of cause it's like if you start now, they give you everything type shit to do at once. Instead of like if you've been here from the start, you know what I mean? You probably would have did all the shit already. If you get what I mean. What, your TV? I'm streaming right now, the bitch on. Just try cutting your TV all the way off and cutting it back on. What shit? Yeah, unplug that bitch and cut it back on. She'll start right back. If you go to your home screen, do that bitch say connected? Yeah, let's try restarting TV. Just restart the TV. Alright.
And who might you be? You certainly don't belong. Who are you and why are you here? Straight to the point. Very good. I know where Chief Inspector Ron Beek took Zira. I didn't ask you to free me. A single lockpick, from one thief to another. A tradition Zira began, which means bad luck for her should you break it. Ah, but we have company. Walk softly. So good to see you again. How have you been?
Hunted. Missing too many dead friends.
And Velsa as well. I thought you'd retired.
And I thought you were dead. Seems we were both disappointed.
And who are you? I don't believe we've met.
I'm someone who knows better than to listen to your lies.
Nicholas in a cell. Somehow, it feels right. Nicholas could never pick a lock. Unless he learned since the dowry heist. A lockpick would be nothing more than a thin sliver of hope. Which you could deny him. Is his hopelessness worth Zira's potential imprisonment?
Nicholas wasn't lying. I figured out all of his tells long ago. He knows where they have Zira, which means the acting guildmaster has a decision to make about a lockpick. If Chief Inspector Ron Beek personally moved Zira, we have very little time. A single lockpick won't do us any harm, and it gets us what we need. And
I've never met Nicholas before. Absolutely not. Do what you think is right, Papa.
Well, good. Always head through the prison and look for the docks. Should you hurry, the ship bearing Zira in its hold will still be present.
Here you are. Worst of luck to you. We had best hurry. The ship may sail on the next tide. Velsa is around here somewhere, and Quinn must still be scouting. I'll keep watch. Oh, and the sailors are no trouble. It seems...
You'll be charged with desecrating Aldenovia too. A capital offense. Cooperate, and I'll argue leniency. And what are you? The thief from Fulstrom Homestead, wasn't it? Why are you here? So you say to an unarmed man. You seem to have the upper hand. For the moment. This won't stop. The iron wheel shall not stop. Until there is a trial. Desecrating a family tomb? Every noble in Tanith wants to see justice served. You mean Kosh? He insists he was duped by the Thieves Guild. His story doesn't completely add up. Dowry heist? You name your crimes? I once gave you a chance to surrender. Instead, you attacked my men and fled with a valuable relic. I'm not inclined to take you at your word.
Chief Inspector Rumbeek!
The other thief? Surrender, all of you. The Iron Wheel is relentless. We serve a higher calling than gold or riches.
What? You seem the type to talk all day.
Zira,
We need to keep moving.
only prisoner we freed. They're on shore and itching to come back to the Thieves Guild.
Yes, yes, a charming reunion. Open the cage so we can go.
I almost said something pithy like, "You're late," or "About time." But really, better now that I'm out of that cell. I can't...
Might I say, you are the most magnificent Magnifica I've ever met. You elevate the cesspit of Abba's Landing with your very presence.
Who are you again?
Tom dead.
Apologies, Magnifica. We have much to discuss when timing is more convenient for us both.
Such an audacious display. I look forward to our future dealings. I will smooth things with the Iron Wheel. Nicholas is their only prisoner to stand trial now.
It took some time, but I finally figured out the best way to teach Anais a lesson. I promise this will make perfect sense to you shortly, my friend. Trust me, stay calm a moment longer, and all will become clear. My associate has returned with the reply from your mansion. Would you like to hear it?
Ransom? Is that your plan? My steward is under strict orders not to negotiate with kidnappers.
He said, and I'm paraphrasing here, that's preposterous. She's not worth half that much.
That old goat! With me out of the way, he's probably hoping to take over the business. Have you contacted my mother?
She's in Hrothgar this time of year, isn't she? Discussing trade agreements. We don't have time to reach out to her.
Untie me and we can forget all about this, Walks. For old time's sake? Are you listening to me?
Thanks for your patience with all of that. I hope I sound... Anais needs to see the errors of her ways. People aren't property. They aren't supposed to be sold and traded, and they certainly shouldn't be turned into slaves. There was no request for a ransom. I made that all up to scare her. No one even knows she's missing yet, and I'd like to keep it that way. Take these letters. I don't want her family's agents to come looking for her yet, so I forged them to explain her absence. Just plant them in the Velmont mansion. And time for Anais to consider her situation. To see if being trapped and powerless changes her outlook on keeping pets and slaves.
Clear out before the guard shows up and
Fight
clears
now,
you out.
stories later.
You're not alone. I'm with you.
For High Isle! use a break. Be busy.
I'm dead.
No charge to have a look.
Until I spent time in a cell, I didn't realize how much this place had grown on me. It's good to be back. But it's better to have robbed the Iron Will of their dignity, our guildmates, and a dockload of ill-gotten goods. With what? They can't look to Magnifica Flora for help. She hired the Iron Wheel to recover her dowry. When they did, she stopped funding them. After what we took from the Iron Wheel, they'll barely have enough to ship Nicholas to Tanith. What they'd planned to do with me, they'll put him on trial. A show trial because the people want revenge. When he's convicted, well, I hear the guillotine is popular in Tanith. But Nicholas is the past. I'm interested in the future. Never waste an opportunity. Huh. Nicholas used to say that. Well then, let's see what Tanith nobles think lucrative means. As for the rest of you, I'm naming you as part of my Thieves' Council. I'll need those I can trust in the coming months. Yes, even Velsa. Counselor Emeritus, if it suits you.
This calls for a drink. Or 5. Where's Andari?
Huzzah! Meaningless titles.
Don't be so... well, you.
My apologies for interrupting. Your Lord Thrag escorted me here. Magnifica Falora requests Zira call upon her at the earliest convenience.
I'll have to celebrate later. Opportunity waits for none of us, whatever title we have.
What would you have us do? Stare at one another until your return?
What does it matter to you? Aren't you retired?
Semi-retired. And what would you suggest? Hold hands and sing songs?
Hardly. The only tune you know is grating.
I think I'm starting to like you.
Still standing. Be proud of that.
I need healing!
No guts, no glory. Your prowess was befitting a knight. Well done.
Damn it.
Get up! We need you in the fight!
glad you decided to join me. These pirates are definitely of the unfriendly persuasion. I tracked Anais to that building behind us, but the lock on the door has thwarted all of my attempts to pick it. One of these pirates must have a key. Maybe you'll have better luck finding it than I did. You did? Excellent! I'll let you have the pleasure of seeing if that... Anais, I'm so glad we found you. And all in one piece, too.
No thanks to you. You left me tied up on the docks. What did you think was going to happen? I demand you escort me home. Immediately.
Right. Of course. I just need a moment to confer with my associate.
Of course you do. Just let me know when you're ready to get me out of here. These pirates have no appreciation of soap and water.
On the one hand, I'm grateful that Anais doesn't appear any worse for the wear. On the other hand, I hope to see some evidence by now that she'd learned her lesson. Yes, rescue her. Yes, I never wanted to become a slave merchant. But if we set her free, won't she just continue with her awful ways? I hate to admit it, but I'm at a loss as to how to proceed. I see your point, but one can learn about murder without being murdered. Until the pirates ransom her back to her family, they'll treat her the way she treats pimps. What does that matter? Should I determine my actions based on the inclinations of a slave-keeping, self-centered aristocrat? What should I do? I'll let you out of here, Anais. I just hope this helps you realize the difference between people and property.
Even though you talked Walk softly into letting me go, don't think that absolves you of your guilt in this matter. I was kidnapped.
I'll escort Anais out of here and back to her mansion. She'll be home in time for the evening meal.
luck? Ha! You did.
I escorted Anais out of the pirate lair and back to her mansion, where she's safe and sound, and no doubt planning how to flay me alive at the first opportunity. Of course, just as you suggested.
Buy locally, walkers. locally, walkers. have a look.
Come, do your trading here.
Stendar, keep me safe. And my coins in my purse. This is nice. Aurelia and I used to go camping like this on High Isle. Seems like a long, long time ago.
كنتي
Help me.
Azura, help me.
Wounded.
Oh, Walker. Bakum did not expect this. This is no simple sickness. It's the work of Dromathra. You must go. This one can hear Lorkarsh's song already. Can you hear it? The tapping. This one is sorry for bringing you here. Flee while you can. Taka? Bakum thinks not. He does not thrash and snarl like the others, but his eyes seem lost at sea, yes?
Oh yeah, damn, we is finna start on Skyrim. Well, we made it to Skyrim finally. That one was for chicken real quick. A nigga hungry as hell. Let's finish up. Plan in my head, finish up the last of the Thieves Guild shit. Then we heading over to Bleak Rock.
I bet I can bang the dents from my armor while we're in town.
Took your time, didn't you? But you're here. I need your help. I was in the market when someone slipped me a letter. It might not mean anything. A folded sheet of paper unsigned. It was only a few lines wishing me well. But when I unfolded the sheet, an old pressed Stargazer peony fell out. That unsettled me. It's a flower. Others just like it blossomed all around my family home. But I left my family behind a long time ago. If this is their way of sending me a message, I need to know why now, after all these years.
Happy birthday. So it ain't no time for...
You've consistently demonstrated a lack of incompetence. Find out if my family sent that letter. I didn't part on the best of terms, so it could be a trap. But they won't expect you, which means it shall be slow to spring. Decades ago, I was Velsa Arundis of House Drez. Yes, the one built on the spoils of the slave trade. When I fled, I released dozens of slaves, gave them gold from the house treasury. Yes, but I didn't realize it then.
I bet I can bang the dents from my armor while we're in town.
My uncle went to town, but he should be back shortly if you need something. I'm still learning the business, and I'm not allowed to do anything. My uncle says I don't have a head for numbers. I say as long as my head looks pretty, what else matters? What? No! That wasn't me! Did you see something? There are plenty of half-naked Nords running around the Basla. Not breaking my word is important too. But also mead. Mead is important. You tell my uncle? That's not very friendly of you. Oh, very well. I met a Khajiit woman in Evermore when I was drinking at the inn. She paid me to deliver the letter.
What is it?
What do you want?
I used to dream of this place when I was a young cutpurse. I thought, if I can make enough of myself, one day I can go there, hold my head high. Yes, he's the reason I needed a strong drink. According to Magnifica Flora, the Iron Wheel's prison ship encountered a storm and nearly capsized. The waves swept a dozen people over the side, Nicholas among them. Body lost to the storm, they said. Neither does Magnifica Flora. Here's a copy of his wanted poster. It's plastered all over Tanith. I want you to find out what really happened. If he's dead, we throw a party in the den. But if he's alive, you track him down and... do as you see fit. I'll back whatever decision you make. Someone called the Desert Falcon is looking for Nicholas as well. That's how this came to my attention. I want you to see what this Falcon knows. Last I heard, the Desert Falcon was in Rivenspire, some tavern in Shornhelm. See what you can learn. If any trails lead to Nicholas, follow them. I'll answer what I can. I don't know how to answer that. We were friends for so many years. He meant so much to the Guild, to me. The Thieves' Guild doesn't murder. And yet, Nicholas was the cause of so much suffering.
Well?
I can understand you. Oh my, I'm not a skeever. No, no. Follow me. I'll show you. Oh, thank Kine! You have it! My friends and I were out hunting in the woods when a mad mage ran up and began throwing spells at us. I think he only nicked me. I don't know how spells work. I tried picking up the wand, but it wouldn't let me. I think it does the spell, or undoes it. Look, my friends are Falta, Brend, and Runzenwild. They're skeevers now. Please find them and use the wand to fix them.
Praise Sithis. I came out here. You should. We're used to.
Alright, y'all, let me take a quick break, eat some food and shit. We'll be back in this, hold on. Give me like 30. If not, I'm going to sleep and we'll be back first thing in the morning. But yeah.